We're joined now by former BBC royal correspondent and historian Wesley Kerr. Wesley, good morning to you. You are the perfect person to join us on this particular day. You know, we all know that the Queen had been fragile for quite some time, yet, Wesley, when the news came, so many people were in shock, so many people were stunned by it. Why do you think this Queen was so beloved?
Well, I think the suddenness of the event was astonishing, that she should be there welcoming her 15th Prime Minister just 2 days before her death. A couple of weeks ago, she hosted a dinner party for 18 people, apparently quite a lively event. So the active to the end, and it's sort of rather upsetting. I cried first thing this morning, but to be here where I've seen so many amazing triumphant events, seen her on the balcony so many times. Her life actually began only a mile away. In Mayfair she was born, so it's very much a Londoner and so important to this place. But in terms of the global impact, I think that, I think it's the most famous institution in the world, you could argue. It's kind of up there with the papacy, the British monarchy, an immensely ancient institution. Her ancestors have been ruling England for 1,200 years. I think she was the 61st monarch. And the 41st since William the Conqueror, but the longest serving of all of those and the most famous of all of those. And I think the global impact, the Commonwealth is a third of the population of the world, a quarter of the countries. 45 countries, which are now in the United Nations, became independent during her reign. She helped lead the fight against apartheid. She was absolutely committed to the idea, really from the beginning of her reign, that the old empire was gone and it was a partnership of equals, and that contributed to multiracial, multicultural Britain.
Wesley, your knowledge is so vast, and I know that you are an encyclopedia when it comes to the Queen. But I want to ask you this, because you say that it's significant that she decided to spend her final days in Scotland and passed away at Balmoral. Why is that significant to you?
Well, it was the routine. One thing very important to the Queen was the routine. So Balmoral was one of her very, very happy places. So many happy summer holidays there, with Philip and with the children. And that was just where she would be in September. But it's incredibly important, I think, for the United Kingdom that she's welcomed her new Prime Minister in Scotland, that she died in Scotland. People often say, oh, it's the Queen of England. No, it's the Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And I think actually this moment where we're celebrating this remarkable life is a moment of national unity. And I think it's a powerful moment internationally, because the things that she stood for that were good things. She was a virtuous monarch, a servant to her people and to the world.
Yes, Wesley, listen, you covered her for years. You met her several times. She actually knew your name, Wesley Kerr. So what does her passing... Yes, I know she did. What does her passing mean to you personally?
It's as though there was some great oak tree that was outside on the horizon all your life, and then suddenly it's felled. So I think she was such a symbol of the best of British and such a symbol of unity, but just the most wonderful, warm human being. And I was privileged to meet her many times over 30 years. Just that sparkle, the smile, the blue eyes. She lit up a room. Whenever any royal event was like a sort of marvelous wedding or something. She brought really love to everybody.
And Wesley, she was working to the bitter end. We thank you so much for your knowledge. I know we'll be in touch with you for these next 10 days. Can't wait to see you.
The oak tree of
I love the oak tree.
So well put,
Yes.
Wesley. Thank you.
We like that oak tree analogy, Wesley. Thank you so much.